Yaya Mayweather cries for help after life sentencing. Floyd Mayweather helpless.
I gave the sport of boxing my whole life. I dedicated my whole life.
Since her arrest 2 weeks ago in Texas, many thought Yaya would spend a few years in prison on her assault charge. However, after a shocking discovery was made, Ayanna pleads for help as she faces life in prison or worse. Hey guys, welcome to Lime Report. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. Mayweather was arrested on Saturday, April 4th after allegedly stabbing her boyfriend, NBA Youngboy's baby mama, LaPatra Jacobs. After a verbal altercation evolved into a fist fight, things nearly became deadly when Yaya armed herself with 2 kitchen knives and assaulted her victim in Youngboy's kitchen. While Jacobs seems to have recovered, Ayanna Mayweather's legal troubles are just beginning. With the prosecution hoping to land Ayanna in prison for life, Floyd's daughter now begs for mercy as her chance for freedom continues to slip away. Thanks for joining us, everyone. For today's story, we'll be taking a closer look at the new developments in Ayanna's case. As the walls close in on her, what can Yaya do to avoid spending the rest of her life in prison? Don't go anywhere as we hear Ayanna's desperate pleas after the latest news foreshadows a dark fate. You don't want to miss this. When the news first broke of the alleged stabbing, many assumed it to be some sort of a hoax. But as the news continued to pile on, it's become increasingly apparent exactly what happened on that fateful night in Texas. What began as an attempt to patch things up between herself and her current love interest, rapper NBA Youngboy, quickly soured upon her arrival. On April 4th, Ayanna Mayweather made her way to her boyfriend's home. When she arrived, she found her boyfriend cozied up with his ex and mother to his child, LaPatra Jacobs. Tensions filled the air when Yaya declared she and Youngboy were engaged and demanded Jacobs leave the property at once, to which she refused. According to Ayanna, following the arrest, she had never met Jacobs prior to the incident, yet the confrontation quickly became violent after they made contact. The two women both made their claim on the rapper, and after a very public verbal altercation in front of the home and a reported fistfight, things took a turn for the worse. As the two women fought, Yaya was overwhelmed by LaPatra. That's when she made her way to the kitchen and armed herself with 2 knives awaiting Jacobs' attack. Once Jacobs charged at her, Yaya thrusted her knives furiously and stabbed Jacobs twice in the bicep. Initial reports claimed Ayanna could be facing a maximum of 10 years if found guilty. But after her first court appearance, it was soon revealed that Texas law allowed for up to 99 years for her crimes. As things have gone from bad to worse for Yaya, a shocking new revelation has some wondering if the death penalty is now on the table. Desperately looking for a ray of hope in her darkest times, Ayanna pleads for mercy, yet so far, it seems no one is coming to help. Stay tuned as we reveal the latest details in Yaya's assault case that has her trembling in fear. Since her arrest, voices from all sides have weighed in on Yaya's stabbing incident. While some have offered words of encouragement, most have used their platform to criticize Yaya and hound her victim for answers. A certain Florida rapper even started a beef with NBA Youngboy over the incident in what many believe to be a publicity stunt. Although both women plan to keep their silence until the court date in August, the quest for the truth was relentless. In the days following the incident and her subsequent hospitalization, LaPatra Jacobs had remained silent. However, after being hounded by NBA Youngboy fans for information, Jacobs took to her social media to break her silence and speak on the situation. She writes, "No, I'm not okay. I'm really up in the head and I hate to say it. Can y'all just leave me alone? P.S. Y'all won't be seeing me. I'm kinda glad I don't have a phone." Although the time frame of their relationship is unclear, LaPatra and Youngboy were involved romantically at one point and share a child together as a result of their relationship. The two have not been involved in some time, so when Ayanna found her boyfriend with an ex, she lost control and nearly killed the woman in the process. It was initially reported that Ayanna had stabbed Jacobs twice in the bicep. However, fans were not convinced, and despite her plea for privacy, fans questioned Jacobs almost daily. Fed up with the questioning, LaPatra took to Instagram Live to address the situation once and for all. During the live session, Jacobs detailed the entire incident from the time Ayanna arrived until she was stabbed. While everything seemed to match up to the reports, a seemingly small detail was thrown in the end that could have very major implications. When recounting the harrowing stabbing, LaPatra revealed that not only was she stabbed in the biceps, but the stomach as well. That's when a voice in the background said, "And then you lost the baby," to which Jacobs nodded and seemingly shrugged off the comment. Although the death of her unborn child has yet to be confirmed, if true, Ayanna's charges could change from assault to murder. With the upgrade, Texas law would allow prosecutors to aim to hit Yaya with the death penalty. Her life now more in danger than ever before, Ayana's family has sat back and watched in horror as she has gone from a wealthy kid with a bright future to a criminal facing death. Keep watching as we see how Yaya's family has reacted to the grave situation and what she plans to do to give herself the best possible chance for freedom. Prior to her arrest, Ayana lived as normal of a life as any former boxing champion's daughter could. Although her parents hadn't been together since 2000, they remain close and have done a wonderful job co-parenting. Despite their split, Floyd and Melissa have done everything in their power to ensure Ayana was granted every opportunity possible. While the family remained close, Yaya's recent arrest has created somewhat of a fissure in her family dynamic. Ayana has always held a close relationship with both of her parents, and while her mother has shown nothing but support to her throughout her legal troubles, Floyd is essentially giving his daughter the cold shoulder in her greatest time of need. When news of her arrest surfaced, Floyd kept his cool and remained silent at first. However, after bad press continued to pile up against both himself and his daughter, Floyd knew he had to address the situation somehow. Although he had much love for his daughter, her actions were unforgivable, and Floyd had to get his point across. With that in mind, he took to Instagram to share his thoughts on the situation surrounding his family. Floyd shared a video inside the boxing ring with his offspring, Yaya Mayweather. The legendary fighter is seen sharing tips in the gym. He captioned the post, "Never claimed to be perfect, but I strive to be the best father possible." Floyd added, "Teaching my son, at King Quran, the fundamentals. Keep up the good work, I'm proud of you." Although he never mentioned Yaya directly, he was intentional with his words. Many lately have been blaming Floyd for his daughter's actions. However, he has done all he can to ensure Ayana made the right choices. The rest was on her. Floyd took his statement one step further when he decided to remove all images of Yaya from his social media. Since her legal trouble had begun, Ayana proved to be nothing more than a distraction, and Floyd has plenty going on at the moment. Recently, the legendary boxer's ex and uncle both passed away within days of each other, and with the news of his daughter's arrest, Floyd has had it rough lately. With his newest dream of becoming the newest boxing trainer, Floyd has decided to ignore his daughter's problems and focus on his own mental health and development. While her father has all but abandoned her, Yaya still has at least one person by her side through her darkest chapter in life. Despite Floyd's cold attitude, Ayana's mother Melissa has made it abundantly clear that she was standing in her daughter's corner through the ordeal. In light of the recent incident, Melissa posted a video on the 11th of her walking hand in hand with her daughter with a caption reading, "Got your back forever." Melissa had been in a relationship with Floyd Mayweather, and he was no angel throughout his career either. With her experience in helping someone through a tough situation, Melissa understands that the biggest thing Ayana needs right now is support from her loved ones. Thanks to the publicity from the wild incident, both Ayana and Lepatra have gained attention like they have never seen before. As some have supported both women with encouraging words, others have taken the time to use the girls as an example of bad parenting. When talk show host Wendy Williams caught wind of the arrest, she took it upon herself to give Floyd some unsolicited parenting advice while on air. "Floyd, as a parent, I know there's no accounting sometimes for what our kids do, but the least we can do is plant little seeds of their self-worth in them," Wendy said on her April 7th show. Like, why would the heiress to the throne at 19 get involved with a 20-year-old man with 4 kids and 3 babies' moms and this hood mess? As Wendy and others questioned the Mayweathers relentlessly following Yaya's arrest, the family has stayed mostly silent since the harrowing incident. As rumors of more severe charges continue to swirl on social media, Yaya's legal team must prepare for the worst. Although Ayana currently faces serious felony charges, things could go much worse than anyone had ever expected. Although the victim originally planned to stay silent, the constant bombardment of questions have led Lepatra to unleash information that could alter Yaya's future for years to come. At the time, Ayana faces felony charges with a deadly weapon, a second-degree charge. However, if Lepatra was telling the truth and lost a child in the attack, Yaya's charges could be elevated to murder, which, in the state of Texas, would make her eligible for the death penalty. If her crimes are deemed heinous enough in court, Ayana could be fighting not only for her freedom, but for her very life as well. Ayana formerly led a simple life. She was the wealthy heiress to a boxing champion's throne and dreamed of a musical career which she had just barely dipped her toes into before getting herself into the biggest mess of her life. As her life is on the line now more than ever, Yaya seems to be more desperate for help than ever before. While we don't know what will become of Ayana once her August court date arrives, many believe Floyd will soften his stance and eventually save his daughter from her enormous mess. What do you think will become of Ayana now that she may be branded a murderer? Will prosecutors look to sentence the young woman to death? Or will her family find a way to settle with the victim and absolve Yaya of her crimes? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for joining us again on Lime Report, everyone. Before you go, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway.